Well, playing Minecraft is working.
Oh, ba? What?
get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the gutter. I let the plug introduce to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just pulled up in the state with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma leave this. Call a Khalifa. Burn the in the. You know I stay with some bad and bad. TGOD, baby. Still some gang. Gotta handle the game. We throwing hundreds, we doing the same. Pouring this. Damn, homies got me pouring this. We get awards when we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot. Most times I be scoring. Do this for my city. I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the gutter. I'm at the plug introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the world champ if you never defend it. Put in the work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down all the trees, yellow timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. They blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. I'll hustle, my diamonds are holding up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my money, and I love it. Doubled up, I should have been my team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the gutter. I'm at the plug introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go!
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and a single gold stripe running from front to back. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Lawrence. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They're
such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Lawrence on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Gibson again. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade American. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
74.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone.
What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down on Wentz is intercepted yet again. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, this defense is circling early. A pick six there, and they are off to the races here this first quarter.
And, partner, when you get off to a first quarter lead like this, it really frees you up defensively to take some chances, really apply some heat. And that was just a tremendous play to pick that ball off and bring it back for a score.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
There we go. Back.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. On play action, Wentz. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Chad Muma, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Forced out to his left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jamal Agnew, 49 yards. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Lawrence will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, set. Hey, you. Give me this arrow. Go. Rock it.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Now Lawrence on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On the ready.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. And now it's blocked. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often, maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, it's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half.
Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Commanders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was real. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 31, Wentz. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. He's got Gibson on the out route. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards there on a Washington first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that...
And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. Leo.
On play action, Lawrence. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. 2 for 4, 2 for 3 before that, but finally get stopped again. That's okay. That's the type.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Josh Allen in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now here is another interception. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 23. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he fires one that's intercepted. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he's plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
go, Greg.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Gibson is in. Touchdown, Commanders. Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And credit the tackle to Percy Butler. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fielded just inside the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Being chased out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Josh Allen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the INT, here's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. DeJuan Smoot getting in there, recording the sack. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Curtis Samuel, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Wentz now on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wentz. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Play action. It's Lawrence. Forced out to his left. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. On 2nd and inches, Lawrence buying time to his left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Ready, quick.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lawrence on 3rd down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Lawrence. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
81.
Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here we go. Great 57.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They go play action now. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Ready?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Jags, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like a Mike. I've got no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a Magnum Opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Nobody really cares. 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 You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat.